It will be first down and 10 for Mohawk from their own 1 yard line.
Yeah, Tim, it's all about where the ball is, not where the player is. So even if the player goes into the end zone, as long as the ball does not cross the plane, then it's a fair game.
So they're going to actually mark it at the 2 yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 from Mohawk's 2 yard line. So give Shields a lot of credit there. The end zone to his advantage to position himself in front of that ball and then tap it out and then get to the ball at the 2 yard line. And
what did I do? Cody, you did what you did. You know what you did.
A little bad vibes here, you know. All right, here we go.
So second down and 10, ball at the 2 yard line. Mohawk trailing 14-0. Rona in the gun in a 3-receiver set, standing in the middle of the end zone. Fires on the slants, catches at his Fadden at the 15, breaks a tackle to the 20 and out to the 21 yard line. That's the quick hitter that Tim Continenza's been waiting for.
Yes, I was just going to say they did it. That's exactly what they needed. A little seams screen there in a sense. He just got out into the open about the 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, and he hit on a bullet, and then Fadden took it across the 15 up to the 20 yard line. A nice 20 yard gain here, or a 19 yard gain here for the Mohawk Warriors.
Out to the 21 yard line, so a 19 yard completion, the first catch of the game for Fadden. Mohawk needs to put a drive together, but they're starting at their own 2. Running for his life is Rona. Throw on the run, has a man open. Trying to tiptoe to the sideline, though, is Logan, and he's going to run out of real estate.
Yeah, design rollout to the right, and he was looking downfield, looking for Logan, and he just, like you said, ran out of room. He threw a nice pass. It was just going to be just outside. If he did make it, it would have been a great catch on the sideline where only Logan can make it. And now bring up second down and 10 here for the Warriors. And you can see right now, I think Jay's trying to just finding his little stride a little bit. I think that last pass to Fadden really kind of calmed him down a little bit.
And now it's second down and 10. How about this? 2 of 10 throwing here so far is Rona. He's going to hand it off on second down and long. And a big hole for Boston across the 25. First down to the 30 before he's jacked up at the 35-yard line. But he'll take it as it moves the chains. 13-yard pickup and a first down.
Yeah, Dale Shields came across and hit him up high as he was getting hit low to bring him down at the 34-yard line. But what a nice run there by Justin Boston as he was able to get to the inside and then just use what we've seen him do all year long. That's what they need. They got to have that pass and run mix. They got to be able to show the opportunity to have a play action part of their game and those quick hitters. I really, truly think that's where they're going to get this Steel Valley defense if they can get Jay Rona to get the ball out quickly.
14-0 your score here. Steel Valley leads. How about this? 10-seed Beaver Falls leading 14-0 over Washington at the end of the first quarter there as well. Rona dropping back on first and 10. He just has to fire this one away. Closest intended receiver is the man in the yellow poncho there in the front row.
Yeah, I really think these long routes are not going to be the success here they need. They need the crossing patterns. They need to get out. They need even to run type of I would say something to the edges and quick out hitters is really what has been successful for them. And I think that's really what they got to think here on second down. You know, obviously, anytime you have Justin Boston, you want to get the rock in his hands as much as possible. So don't be surprised if this is just a power football here with Boston.
Clareton leading now 12-7 over Southside. The latest score update in that one in Class 1A. Handoff again on second down and 10, and a nice run up the middle for Boston. Give him a gain of about 4, and it'll be a third down and manageable. Third down and 6 here. How about the combo block from the Chapman bros here on the near sideline, though, Tim?
And they're going to need that. Those two are going to have to be huge here coming down. They're going to have to blow open the holes and then make it work, and it'll be interesting to see how they handle this on each down. They're going to bring in the passing unit here as Chapman will go out, and I'm talking about
Jackson.
Yeah. Jackson, excuse me. And this is a huge third down. They got to even get manageable. You may go on fourth down if you get it close to the sticks.
2 receivers right, 1 left, third down, 4-man rush. Rona fires it down the sideline. A man open, and it's going to be incomplete. And
they got to call holding here.
There was not given.
He had nothing but the back of his jersey. And if that was a breakaway jersey, he'd be holding number 9 right now. I mean, it was obvious. The whole stadium seeing it except the guys in the stripes.
That's I mean, you don't like to criticize the officials, Limon, but that one was just a blatant missed call. Just did not see it whatsoever, and that's just unfortunate because, honestly, too, part of the issue is where the ref is. He's in the right position. He only sees the front. He may not be able to see the grabbing of the jersey. Unfortunately, none of the other officials did either. So it's an incomplete pass and a fourth down coming. Logan on to punt it away. He does get a low end-over-end kick. It'll bounce at the 30, take a good Mohawk bounce, and go out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. So now if you're Mohawk, Lee, you just got to go and change, put that out of your mind and go make another defensive stop. They've done it pretty well so far. They got to do it again.
Looked like a little bit of contact before the pass, anyways. But by the way, these players are going really hitting hard down here, but really good sportsmanship. They're just getting up each other and then moving on. So it's been fun to watch down here on the sideline.
It's also fun because you're the one getting wet and not us.
Raining right now.
So it'll be marked out the 18-yard line, so that's about a 35-yard punt.
Big first down here for the Mohawk Warriors defensively.
Toss left, and it's going to be a backwards play because getting tripped up in the backfield is Barksdale. Coming in, streaking in, believe was big Joey Nail, the sophomore, making another play.
Yeah, Nail got into the backfield and got down low, got him by the legs, and tripped him up for a yard loss. They'll bring up a second down and 11. That's what they need. They got to make them in second and long, third and long situations because they're going to get the ball to Barksdale. Now they got to figure out a way to keep him under control, not let him get to the outside and let him use his speed because we've seen the devastation that can cause any team.
It is a loss of one. Second down and 11 to go. They'll give it to Barksdale again. Tries to go up the middle, runs into a wall of white jerseys. Falls forward back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10 here coming up.
Give credit again to Alex Chapman and Jack Mays, all the guys up front, really getting penetration, holding their own, and making that tackle, not allowing Barksdale to get started. Barksdale.
Third down and 10 will be coming up. We haven't seen much in the passing game. 0 for 1 throwing it so far was Tyson Barron. It's another third down and long coming up here, though. For Steel Valley, they lead 14-0. 3 receivers left. That's where the left-handed quarterback rolls to the short side of the field. Stops on a dime, tries to scramble around and runs right into the middle of a big hit in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 8 back inside the 10-yard line. Joey
Nail got it again. He did a great job holding his own on that outside edge, not allowing Barron to really get outside, and he cut back in, and Nail was right there to bring him down and force this punt. Now, here's an opportunity for Mohawk to have great field position as their punt returns. So will stand on Steel Valley's side of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, think about that. Mohawk's last possession began at their own 2. They flip the field. They get a 3-and-out with a big sack, and now a chance to maybe get something going on the offense. Snap is back, and the kick is blocked. The punt is blocked. Pops into the end zone. Touchdown. Joey Nail grabs it. Joey Nail grabs it in the end zone, and Mohawk is back in this game.
What a block. What a special team moment here for Mohawk. They went up high, and he put up his hands, jumped up, grabbed it, bounced it in the air, and Joey Nail, just like a receiver on a punt, just kind of followed the ball and jumped up and grabbed it for the touchdown. And all of a sudden, it is a one-touchdown game. It's 14-6 with the point after here coming in a moment here for Josh Wilkins. And, wow, what a play.
Trying to get confirmation on who made the block. We'll have to take a look here on the LCAP instant replay that we have access to as Wilkins puts it up and in. 14-7. Mohawk, the block punt, recovered in the air in the end zone by Joey Nail for the touchdown. His second defensive score of the year brings Mohawk right back into this. 14-7 your score here in the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Well, that's one way to get back into the game. Use that defense, use that special teams.
Yeah, we got a big kickoff here, and it's going to be inside at the 1-yard line. And Barksdale brings it back out, and he gets it across the 20 up to about the 23-yard line. And it'll be first down and 10 for Steel Valley at their own 21-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 22, it looks like, as they change balls. But that was a easy drive summary. Special team touchdown for Mohawk. Joseph's Marcus Place, Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. First down and 10 here for Steel Valley. Barron in shotgun. In the wing, he has Carlos Scott on his left. The handoff goes to Barksdale as he goes up the middle, has room, goes up the gets. He's going to go. He's going to just run away from the defense. Logan's trying to catch him. He may get him, makes a dive at a 10, can't do it as Donald Barksdale gets into the end zone as he goes the distance for the touchdown, 77 yards.
Well, that's what Donald Barksdale can do, though, Tim. He comes right back up the middle. Hey, guess what? Oh, there's not a flag. There's an injured player back on the field.
Yeah,
I thought I saw the official make a holding signal, but he was just waving to stop the clock because of the injured player back at the line of scrimmage. But he was able to squeak through the middle, found an alley, and you're right, with that speed, good luck.
Yeah, I can give Logan a lot of credit. He was cutting that gap down and made a last-ditch dive to try to get him at the 10-yard line. Got a little bit of his foot, but couldn't bring him down. And it is a quick touchdown and a turnaround here for Steel Valley as they now go back out to their 14-point lead. And Donald Barksdale is, again, making his presence known. 3 touchdowns on 3 huge plays, 2 on the running back side, 1 on the defensive side on a pick 6.
That didn't take long, did it, Tim?
No, and I was just about to mention how great Mohawk was on special teams that really set up their touchdown. Not only did you have Logan with a great punt that put it back around the 20-yard line when they needed one deep inside the 20.
As the kick is up on the point after, and it is good. 21-7. Go ahead, Tim.
And I was going to mention how Mohawk then took advantage of flipping the field, as you mentioned earlier, starting that drive at the 2-yard line before it stalled. And a great punt by Logan, put it inside the 20, and then the defense came to play and put the ball inside the 10-yard line on 4th down, and then got that huge punt block and a touchdown there by Joey Nail on the return, or actually on the recovery, I should say, as he was looking like a basketball player going up high to get that ball like a rebound and bring it in for that touchdown. But, again, when you have a player, a dynamic player like Donald Barksdale is, anything's possible anytime he has the ball in his hand. That time he went right up the middle, and he was able to get in. So Steel Valley will kick off the ball. They'll kick it off left to right on your devices here today as you listen in here on lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP. Glad to have you aboard. I'm Tim Continenza, along with James Dawson, bringing you tonight's semifinal game here. And here's the kick. And it's going to be a high driving kick. It's going to be fielded at the 10 by Mohawk. As they bring it up, it is Retort with the ball. Flags down to Retort. Going to bring it out to the 40. Retort down the right sideline. Gets across the 50. Hurdles a guy at the 40. Keeps it rolling down to the 30-yard line. But we have flags back at the 20-yard line, and I think we're going to get a push in the back here. Block in the back, probably Well, actually, we got 2 flags. One standing around the 35-yard line.
And a third one back at the 21. So the 21, the 27, and the 36. So take your pick.
Yeah, so multiple fouls here probably on that return. We'll have to wait and see how this all works out. It could be offensively. It could be special team on the defense. We'll have to wait and see.
So far, we've just seen one for a hold, and that's the only signal given. And they're going to actually say it was marked from the 36.
No, they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it from the
27
yard line. Yeah.
Well, the football gods giveth, the football gods taketh away. Mohawk was able to get the block punt recovered in the end zone by Joey Nail for a touchdown, but just like that, one play, Steel Valley makes it 21-7.
It's unfortunate that holding call was made. It really took away a great return there by Dante Retort.
2 receivers left, one to the right. They're going to mark it at the 17-yard line. Handoff for Boston, makes a man miss in the backfield up the middle. He's got a hole up to the 20 and upended there at the 22-yard line. Good pickup and good vision again from this 1,000-yard back.
Yeah, Boston's such a straight-ahead, hard-nosed runner. He just can smell the holes and he'll find it. He's going to work hard to get extra yards. He doesn't go down easily, and that's what they need. They need to get 4 to 5 yards on first down to really set up the passing game and give Jay Ronan an opportunity to use his entire weapons that are in front of him, and you can continue to use Boston as a runner.
Mohawk moving right to left on 2nd down and 6. Another Boston handoff, another big hole. He's got the first down past the 30. He's upended there by a combination of Ironmen, but still fights for it out to the 35-yard line. That's a 13-yard gain.
Mohawk has their own Ironman as a running back in Justin Boston, and he's showing it there as he's able to take those back-to-back handoffs and get a first down and move the ball back out to the 35-yard line. And this is what they need to do. They got to have that running game to set up the passing game. Because once they do that, they got everybody involved. They'll get Fat involved. They'll get Retort involved. They'll get Logan and Nail. There's so many opportunities here for this offense to go in different directions.
Mohawk has more first downs right now than Steel Valley, but they trail in the ball game by a score of 21-7. This time the handoff at the middle is going nowhere, and a flag thrown in there as well in the area of holding.
Yeah, it came from the back judge, and he had it right in front of him. Unfortunately, this one here will be holding against the offense, and they're going to push them back 10 yards and make it first down and 20, as they'll be marked it off to the 25-yard line.
A couple other score updates coming in. Bishop Canavan 7, Fort Cherry 7, Clareton 12, Southside 7, both those 1A games in the second quarter. Here 21-7, Steel Valley leading Mohawk.
See if we can get one of those patent big plays here that Mohawk's been so famous on this season, as they were able to use some of their great receivers to hook up with Jay Rona here.
They're going to go handoff up the middle.
Boston.
Actually, no, that's an inside trap for Verdi,
yeah,
trying to sneak through, but he's dragged down by the shirt collar. Legal play from the front of the shirt there. Making the tackle was Rashawn Huff.
Yeah, it was just a little counter. Not a bad idea to try to get him off of the eyes of Boston. And he was able to pick up a couple yards here on 2nd down. And he'll bring up 2nd down about 18 here for Mohawk.
And that's the issue, the fact that they have moved backwards after that holding penalty. 3rd penalty of the game, by the way, accepted against the Warriors.
See if they can get to the slot guy on a quick getter again. They worked big time last time for about 19 yards. See if they can do it again.
They're going to play action, throw over the middle. They do got him on the slant, caught at the 40-yard line and spinning forward and getting tackled there. Believe that is Fadden on the, no, it's not Fadden, excuse me. That's Blake Logan on the far side with the catch down to the 43-yard line. A great pickup there of 16 yards.
Yeah, and it was this time, last time they went to the left side. This time they went to the right side and used Logan out of that opportunity for that big play. And this brings up a 3rd down and 2. So a lot of options here for the offensive coordinator to choose from and what they want to do here. And, you know, I have no problem on 3rd down here with this late in the quarter, James. They hand it off to Boston and go on 4th down if he doesn't get it.
You're almost going to have to think about scoring each time you have the football the way that Barksdale can just score with one touch. Hard count, no one bites. Rona drops back on 3rd down and 2. Surveys the field, now scrambling out to his right. Gets away with a grab back from the shoulder And no whistle there either. Looked like he may have grabbed under the horse collar, Tim, but no, not given.
Yeah, he was definitely behind him, and he reached up high and brought him down. Unfortunately, that's a huge sack all the way back to the 30-yard line, and that takes away any opportunity here to go on 4th down, and they'll have to punt the ball away here. Let's see if Blake Logan can get another great punt off. There's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds on a moving clock left here in the second quarter. So a very important punt here to keep it away from Barksdale and to get some field position.
They do punt it away. It'll bounce in front of Donald Barksdale at the 35. Take a kind of sideways bounce, and your newbie of the game, Cash Stratton, will be there to help down it. Also there with it is another newbie, Braden Radsminski. They're your newbie of the game. It's brought to you by Health in Motion. Their next generation of physical therapy is here. Health in Motion, they're the only physical therapy clinic in Lawrence County using newbie stimulator technology. Get better faster at Health in Motion and reduce your time on the sideline.
And coming up at a halftime is the LGKG halftime show. Your insurance company's not always on your side, but the law office of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation.
So Mohawk has more first downs in the game than Steel Valley. However, they are 1 of 6 on third downs. Steel Valley 1 for 4 on their third down attempts, and that one they converted was for the first touchdown of the game, a 44-yard scamper. 2:12 remaining in the first half. Steel Valley leading by 2 touchdowns, and they have 2 timeouts remaining. In the gun, design run the whole way for the quarterback. Goes to his left, going nowhere, dragged down from behind by big Dan Monaco. And there's going to be a whistle, and I think we're going to get your first Pontius Insurance timeout taken by the Mohawk defense. They want the ball back here late, Tim. They still have 2 Pontius Insurance timeouts left. I want to give a shout-out while we have a moment to our friends at LCAP. Give them a call today. Let LCAP Early Learning help your little one blossom. There's immediate openings in both preschool and child care classrooms across the county. Give them a call at 724-944-7671.
Yeah, you definitely want to use your timeouts here. It's 2:07 left in the half. You want to get the ball back because, A, your offense can score from any position. We know that with Mohawk. But more importantly, that you have a huge weapon in Josh Wilkins. And even if you're trailing in a ball game, at the end of a half, you have an opportunity to send him out there for a long field goal. You're going to do it because you need the points. But right now, you want just to get your offense back on the field to see if they can generate something spectacular, which we know this Mohawk team can do at any given play.
Talk about spectacular. How about this Beaver Falls, Washington game? The winner of this one takes on the winner of that one next Friday at Acrisure Stadium. They're tied 14-14 at the half. Still 2:07 remaining in the first half here with Steel Valley holding a 21-7 lead over Mohawk. Both teams with a defensive or special teams touchdown. Barksdale has all 3 touchdowns for Steel Valley. He gets the carry here up the middle. Gains 1. That's it. Timeout number 2 taken by Mohawk. We'll take a quick one here as well. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the family of Lou, Jean, and Josie Greco, along with the staff of JMG Accounting, Payroll, and Tax Services. A big shout out and best of wishes to the Mohawk Warriors and special congratulations to the seniors and families. Never quit. Now is your time. Again, thank you to the staff of JMG Accounting, Payroll, and Tax Services. Big shout out to all the sponsors of today's game, and Mohawk and Steel Valley communities came out in bunches to make sure that this game was covered today and that you can listen to it for free here today at lcsportsnet.com. We're down to 2:01 remaining, 3rd down and 14 coming. They're going to hand it off. Barksdale trying to get to the near side. He's going to look to throw. He's going to stop. He's going to fire one down the field. 1-on-1 coverage, and it's going to be caught. Caught at the 30-yard line, making a man miss. Not cutting back inside. It's a foot race to the goal line, and he's going to get there. Why not throw a 70-yard touchdown pass just to add to the allure? Deshaun Johnson making the catch and run. Wow.
Yeah, you got to give it up to Steel Valley and the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use Barksdale in any different way, and this is time they do the option pass as he pulls up and just winds up and throws it deep got to give Johnson credit on a one-on-one against the defense, and he was just able to really just get it past his hands and make the catch around the 30 and then just use his ability to get into the end zone for the touchdown. So big play again here for Steel Valley.
That's a huge backbreaker. Mohawk looked like they might be getting the ball back. Instead, a trick play for a 70-yard score. Now it's 28-7 with 1:45 remaining in the first half. Back in a moment on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
2 rushing touchdowns, a pick 6, and now a passing touchdown. Donald Barksdale, well, apparently he can do it all, Tim. He's got all 4 touchdowns, a 28-7 lead, as advertised. I think it's the best way to put it.
Yeah, exactly.
Our colleague Ty Polk over here, he actually teaches and is a Steel Valley Ironmen graduate as well. He's been following this team all year. He said, haven't seen that one. That's brand new, and it was something not on film, much like Mohawk's double pass last week. Well, it works perfectly. And actually, it was pretty darn good coverage by Cass Stratton on the near sideline. Let's not put that out of there.
It was a perfect pass. It was just out of his reach as he was trying to knock the ball away.
Makes it 28-7. High short kick taken by Jackson Chapman at the 30-yard line. Spins away from the first Ironman defender, and then he's going to be upended at the 35. So still 1 timeout remaining and 1:39, but this is almost a must drive now at this point for Mohawk. That, to be honest, a couple of splash plays for Steel Valley. Beyond that, this game's basically level.
Yeah, well,
in terms of yardage and in terms
exactly.
Because Mohawks is also on a splash play.
What the Ironman performance that you had from Donald Barksdale, I mean, it's just phenomenal. Robert Downey Jr. is worried about his own job right now. Holy smokes. We've seen him just do about everything here tonight.
Well, as long as he's not constructing a tower here at West Allegheny behind us, I think we'll be all right. As Rona drops back to pass, has to step up in the pocket to avoid the rush. Now he's going to take off and run. A lot of room on the near sideline out to the 45-yard line before he's ushered out of bounds there by Tysley Bursey. And they're going to mark him right at the sticks, and that will be enough to move the sticks. 10 yards, first down, and the clock stops.
Yeah, that's important. You get the first down and to get out of bounds. It's really fantastic. It's a timeout here they'll save. We'll see what happens here. I mean, obviously, you got 1:30 left, so there's time to get into scoring position here. And we've seen this offense score on one play many times. So, again, it's just a matter of trying to answer that score right now and try to get some momentum going into the second half.
And it will be Steel Valley getting the second half kickoff, so even more important, you'd think you'd have to say. Rona rolling out to his right, lobs this one up on the far sideline, and going to be tiptoed, 2-foot inbounds. Beautiful catch. Bobby Fadden at the 35-yard line of Steel Valley. 2 plays, and they're already right on the edge of field goal range.
And there you're seeing Jay Rona do what he does best, kind of rolling out to his right, looking downfield, looking for his favorite receiver in Fadden, and just laying it into his hands right on the sidelines where really only he could get to the ball. And it's all of a sudden the Warriors are down to the 35-yard line, and they're in scoring position right here. They can go to the end zone with this pass. They can go over the middle. And they have time to do something. There's still 1:20 left in the quarter.
And still 1 timeout remaining for Mohawk as they take 2 plays to get from 135 to the other. Rona again dropping back, trying to buy time. Now he's going to step up in the pocket again, take off and run, trying to get to the near sideline, and he will rush to the sideline and get out of bounds after a short gain of about 2 or 3 yards. But again, the clock will stop with 1:11 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, again, good decision again by Rona, as he had plenty of time to look downfield. He was all covered. He moved up into the pocket, looking downfield, and then took off running and ran to the sideline. Picked up about 3 yards on the play. We do seem to have something going on that far sideline, it looks like. Maybe not.
Well, they brought the trainer on the field. They stopped because of an injury, but I would think the injured player should have to come off because the trainer came on, and Carlos Scott, but he's staying on the field. They're going to see if they do make that distinction. It is a 3-yard pickup, and Scott is still out there.
Okay.
So the trainer only made it out to the numbers, I guess. So I guess they're going to say all's fair.
Yeah.
So the 2nd down and 7. Again, the clock stopped with 1:11 remaining. In the first half, Rona with 3 receivers left. That's where he looks to throw. Again, he's going to step up in the pocket, throw on the run. Man open is Fadden. Caught at the 20. Breaks the tackle. Down the sideline. 10, 5, to the pylon. He's in there. Mohawk. Not done yet. Touchdown. Right, just like that, right down the field. Tim Continenza. 4 plays, 3 first downs, 6 points on the board.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Mohawk needed after that back-breaking run, or actually option pass that went against them for that touchdown. When they thought they were going to get the ball back in good field position, they answered that touchdown. So, hey, there's a lot of football still to be played. A lot of big plays for both teams' opportunities. And right now, the most important thing is Josh Wilkins putting this point on the board here.
So it makes it 28-13 your score here at the moment as Wilkins is on attempt to the extra point. Fadden will hold. The kick is up, and it splits the uprights. 28-14, 1:01 remaining here in the first half. Don't go anywhere. Back in a moment. Mohawk trails Steel Valley by 2 scores on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
I'm Kevin Stapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
Send it down to Lee Moan here on the sideline. I would say quick response and one that was desperately needed as Mohawk gets their first offensive touchdown of the game, Lee.
He's not hitting Yeah, we're not communicating, unfortunately.
Technology, you gotta love it, gotta hate it. Lee Moan is the best with technology, by the way. If you ever have any tech issues, you call Lee Moan first and foremost, because that's what he's going to do. He's going to do the chassis toss. He's got all those years of practicing with the tickets.
Yes.
He was ready to chuck that mic up at us. While chucking it down the field. 4 plays, getting into the end zone, and now a minute remaining in the first half, and Wilkins is going to boot this one deep, and it's going to bounce right shy of the goal line and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. And now if you're Mohawk, you just got to make sure you keep doing what you've done all year. That bend, don't break. You can't allow a long touchdown run here now. You've already allowed touchdowns of 70 yards on a pass, 44 yards on a run, and 77 yards on a run. Can't afford to give one up here late, especially knowing the Ironmen get the second half kickoff.
Yeah, Donna Barksdale is the guy you have to pay attention to. He has been the catalyst here for the Ironmen tonight. Not a big surprise. We knew that coming in. He's been involved in so many touchdowns for that offense this year, and he's been involved in all 4 touchdowns here for the Ironmen here tonight.
We'll see what they do because they still have a couple of timeouts remaining. If they get a first down, they'll hand off up the middle to Barksdale, and flags fly. Couple of flags right in the middle of that pile, and this is interesting too because Mohawk can choose whether they want this clock to run or not on because the flag was thrown, so they could use this as their own pseudo timeout if they really wanted to. And Tim, I'm going to say it. I want
to defense.
Oh, it's against the defense.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I was going to say I would love to be able to see that
face mask against the defense.
Yeah, I would love to see that free kick opportunity, but yeah, they're going to mark off a 15-yard penalty for a face mask.
Yeah, I seen the flags come from behind, and I wanted to see if it was a holding or a defensive penalty. Unfortunately, that was going to be a defensive penalty against Mohawk and brings the ball out past the 35-yard line.
So 1-yard gain and then a 15-yard face mask gives the first down on the penalty. Only the 5th first down of the game for Steel Valley. They'll give the Barksdale up the middle again. Avoids the first rusher, then runs into Lightning Wagner. And I love calling him Lightning because, well, on the side, he's basically a semi-pro race car driver.
Yeah, impressive. He's had a great year, a great career, starting career, I should say, as a race car driver. And Looking forward to seeing what he develops as time goes by.
We have another Steel Valley timeout, so it means we can talk a little more racing here with 30 seconds remaining. Ironman leading 28-14. He races 410 sprint cars. He's been doing it since he was 12. I got a chance to talk to him after the quarterfinal win, and he said, hey, well, once the football season ends, he's also played some basketball, but come springtime, he's ready to go full into it come April, looking for some extra sponsors to get going. I mean, I don't like to, go and promote and say, hey, go sponsor a kid, but I'll tell you what, I just love seeing local blood getting there on the racetrack, and hope to be following his career, hopefully climbing the ladders to eventually get up to one of the big series.
Exactly. I mean, just an opportunity of a lifetime, and it takes a unique skill set to get behind the wheels like that and to drive off, especially on those dirt tracks. It's impressive.
When you go and listen back to this, Leighton, please do me a favor. Send me the schedule when you get an official race schedule for the year. I want to come out and catch one of your races. Right now, hoping that they can hold the Ironmen from racing down the field as they give it to Barksdale. He cuts up the field, breaks away from Verdi, gets to midfield, and right on cue, Wagner again makes the tackle right at midfield, mark at the 49-yard line. Clock will stop momentarily with 22 seconds remaining to move the chains, and actually Steel Valley did take their final Pontius Insurance timeout with 22 seconds left. So 49 yards away from the end zone and 22 seconds left, still plenty of time.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a lot of time for this Ironman football team, and it's a lot of time for Donald Barksdale and what he can do with the ball in his hands. And you've seen it there. He kind of dodged and weaved his way up, and it took lightning to make that stop to prevent him from really getting his feet moving up the middle. So a big defensive play coming up here on first down with only 22 seconds left here for the Warriors. They need to make this stop and keep the score where it's at. If they can strip the ball away, fantastic, but that's not really important right now as much as to get to halftime with only the 14-point deficit.
Two receivers each way, out of timeouts, 22 seconds left. Steel Valley with the ball, and they will hand it to Barksdale. He's already got 170 rushing yards and nearly put that one on the turf as Wagner makes his third straight tackle. Clock will run, and it looks like Coach Brazo might be content. Well, I was going to say content to let the clock run out, but we're going to have an injury on the field and a helmet chucked by one of the Steel Valley linemen as he is having his left leg attended to.
I didn't see the play where he went down, but it was a difficult play here, and that could be a significant injury here for the Ironmen. That's one of their linemen who's been really doing a great job, that offensive line, making holes for Barksdale and giving him the opportunity to get into space and use his speed. It's amazing what we've seen Donald Barksdale do. Not only has he take a interception back for a touchdown, he's run it back for a touchdown twice, one of 44 and one of over 70 yards, and then threw a 70-yard touchdown pass. Incredible first half here for Donald Barksdale.
John Heddleston gets help off the field and just got word from Ty Polk as he does get off the field. It was a knee injury. He actually suffered a dislocated kneecap in the senior night game. And the way that he chucked the helmet, I think he feared he may have done it again, but impressive for him that he is able to
walk off on his own, yeah.
Yeah, and now because of the injury, the clock will just wind, and now the Ironmen will be content to take this one to the locker room. Donald Barksdale, 4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 passing, 1 on a pick 6. He's got 28. Warriors got 14. That's your halftime score. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have a little bit of the halftime show. We'll come back as well and get you the first half stats and numbers when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
You are now tuned into the Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George halftime show on the Lawrence County SportsNet, featuring performances by your marching bands and recapping the action from the first half of the game.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Are you planning a fall halftime here from Mohawk, and we're going to have our Mohawk area marching band out on the field. Nolan Motter, Emma Gallagher, your drum majors. We'll take it away, Director Jason Zay and the Mohawk area marching band. That's your Mohawk area marching band under the direction of Mr. Jason Zay. We'll have the Ironmen marching band here in a moment. Want to give a couple of quick stats, though. First downs, Mohawk 7, Steel Valley 6. Yards, Steel Valley 229, Mohawk 166. That's pretty decent there. Mohawk has run 30 plays compared to Steel Valley's 21. Here, I think, is the stat of the night. Total yards for Steel Valley. Donald Barksdale has accounted for 242 yards. The rest of the team, negative 13. He has 172 rushing. The rest of the team has negative 13 rushing, and he has all 70 passing yards for the Ironman. And, oh, yeah, by the way, a pick 6 as well. Jay Rona with 105 yards and a touchdown. Justin Boston, 10 carries for 56 yards. Bobby Fadden with 3 catches. Blake Logan with 2. There's your halftime stats. The big one is probably going to be looking at 1 of 6 on third down for Mohawk, 2 of 5 for Steel Valley, and it'll be a big defensive stand to start the second half for the Warriors. We're going to go back down to field level for the Steel Valley Ironmen Marching Band halftime performance. 28-14, Steel Valley leading Mohawk here at the halftime break as the LGKG halftime show continues.
You've been watching the Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George Halftime Show, presented by the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George, serving the Newcastle area for 90 years. Be sure to stay tuned to the Lawrence County SportsNet for third quarter action coming up after this message from our sponsors.
Are you planning a fall cleanup project at home, or maybe remodeling or construction project before winter? Then call AJ's Hauling for your roll-off dumpsters. AJ's Hauling provides roll-off services for personal, business, and industrialized locations. They offer 10, 15, 20, and 30-yard boxes. Their skilled drivers can fit roll-off boxes even in the tightest locations. AJ's is a locally owned and family-operated business that provides competitive prices and excellent customer service. Call or text for pricing 412-448-9232. AJ's Hauling. You call, we haul.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
BMF Tax and Financial provides businesses and individual tax prep, advising, and consulting. With over 10 years of experience, BMF Tax provides you with big firm expertise with small firm service.
I'm Brandon Fisher, owner of BMF Tax and Financial. Together, we will help you get a better understanding of your taxes and build a relationship along the way. At BMF Tax, I want to take the stress away from taxes and allow you to focus on what you do best.
Call or visit bmftax.com to set up a free consultation. BMF Tax and Financial. Taxes made simple, life made easy. So at a halftime score of 28-14, Steel Valley leading Mohawk. Back here in the dry, but it's not dry outside. So Lee Mohn is going to bring the wireless mic inside. He's going to give us a little blessing, and then we're going to bless him with a little bit of the staying dry inside, Lee. But before we break down this first half, let's hear your assessment. Let's hear your assessment from being down at field level here, Lee. In a moment. We'll try again.
Well, he'll give us a moment here. He'll tell us all about it, just like we did before.
Oh, I understand what's going on now, Lee.
I can hear the question.
Now you can hear the question. Now that you're dry, now that the ears aren't clogged anymore, talk to me a little bit about what it was down on field level, what the energy level was like in that first half.
The energy level on the Steel Valley side, very, very high. But one thing I was impressed with, I mean, they are hitting the snot out of each other down there. It's a very physical game, but what I love about it, it's a very, very good sportsmanship on both sides. You're not seeing the talking afterwards, the taunting, or anything like that. I mean, so it's fun on that aspect of it. Barksdale was very quick at the field level. I mean,
I'm sorry, say that again?
Yeah, Barksdale is very, very quick. How about that? I mean, the 80-yarder or the 70-yarder, whatever he had, I mean, you could just see the way he pulled away was very, very impressive.
You know, his stop and go was so amazing when he got into the little areas where he had some room, and then he either popped outside like he did on that first one, or where he zigged back inside and just went up the middle and took it to the house. It was just his speed and his breakaway is just really impressive. It only takes him maybe a step or two. He seems to be at full speed.
Yeah, this is when I'm glad technology doesn't work. So
yeah.
It can be it's perfect timing, you know, the technology not work and give it up, and now
you gotta hurry.
Now we have a driving rainstorm with the chassis flag going about 25 mile an hour to our right.
I'll tell you what, the Steel Valley Marching Band, they were troopers. They were in their full regular uniform, not the
rain gear.
Yeah, not the rain gear. And bad news, it looks like John Heddleston just gave a signal of, no, I'm done. But as soon as I say that, he goes and puts the helmet back on. But he looks pretty hobbled.
Yeah, does not look good at the end of the first half. You know, basically, when he was laying on the ground, that was the helmet that came off. He's the one that threw that helmet off.
So the opening kickoff of the second half against the wind will be taken by Barksdale at the 5-yard line, trying to go up the middle of the field, waiting for a block. Cuts to the outside, and he's going to get dragged down at the 16-yard line. Great tackle there on the far side, and we're going to have fun. Lee, I might just make you a spotter for the rest of this evening because with the raindrops, we're going to have a lot of fun here.
It is going to be I think it's going to be interesting to see how each team handles the conditions now that they have changed this much, where the rain is going to play a factor. Let's see if the ball gets loose a little bit on handoffs and see if that's going to make a difference here. And field position, I think, is going to be key. So getting stops on first and second down, forcing third down and long for both schools may become a big storyline here in the second half. We'll have to wait and see how it develops.
4 penalties for 40 yards for Mohawk in the first half. 1 penalty for no yards. This was a kickoff out of bounds. That was the only penalty against Steel Valley. They're going to go quick swing pass to Barksdale out of the backfield. Makes a man miss, and he's got room to the 20 out and run out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So that's a different way to get him the football. And again, he's got 242 total yards. The rest of the team, negative 13 yards in the first half.
Yeah, when you got that type of speed, you just got to get him in different opportunities to get him in space. We've seen what he can do in spaces only.
Yeah, it's a good job by Shields, though, that for a block to get him the outside, the shield that rush was coming in from Mohawk.
Not sure if it was a backwards pass. We'll give it for a completion. So the first pass completion for Tyson Barron. He was 0 for 1 in the first half, but Barksdale threw a 70-yard touchdown pass, one of the 4 touchdowns he accounted for in the first half. He gets handoff, carry number 18, another big hole to the 40. To the 45-50 on the far sideline. A convoy of Warriors will usher him out of bounds, but that's another huge gain across midfield, deep into Mohawk territory. He'll go out of bounds at the 33.
Yeah, he's able to change positions so fast. He came up to the middle. He made a cut to go back up the middle and then made a cut outside. And once he was able to do that, just use his speed. It took 3 Warriors really trailing to cut off the edges to force him out of bounds, but he takes it down inside the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of 43 yards, and surprise, surprise, Donald Barksdale over 200 yards rushing now on the day. It's only the 6th time he's done that in 11 games this year.
Only the 6th?
Only the 6th.
Wow.
He had another one that he had 188.
So half their games played, he's gotten this type of yardage.
And it's going to be a designed run for the quarterback coming to the near side as Barron cuts up the field, gets to the 30, and that's about it before Stratton and Wagner bring him down for a short gain.
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to give Barksdale a breather once in a while.
Why? He had 41 last week.
Just once in a while.
16 carries so far tonight for that 215 yards. And again, 2 touchdowns, a pick 6, and a passing touchdown. And he has taken Steel Valley into Warrior territory here to start the second half.
This is where that bend, don't break defense has to come up strong here for the Warriors.
Early third quarter, 28-14 your score. Second down and 7 for Steel Valley at the Mohawk 30. It will be a Barksdale give. Tries to go to the outside, not going very far. Drags forward for about a 3 or 4 yard gain, but there's a flag, and I think we're going to get the first offensive penalty against Steel Valley that's accepted. They did have one that was declined earlier in the game, but this holding penalty will definitely push the Ironmen back.
Yeah, nice situation here for Mohawk. It's going to bring up a second down and long. It'll bring about second down and 15 coming up here for Steel Valley. So, you obviously got to have all eyes on Barksdale, but in the same vein, you got to pay attention because we've seen the receivers, what they can do if they get out in spaces. They don't need a lot of space. If the ball's delivered properly, they can get a first down.
Yeah, I think they got Labashak on the hold.
So they mark it all the way back to the 40. It'll be second down and about 17 to go. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Barron dropping back, looking to pass, fires it down the middle of the field. Has a man streaking down the seam, and it's going to be in and out of his hands. The neon green gloves of Carlos Scott could not haul it in. That was a pretty nice pass there from Barron, right on the money, but unable to haul it in.
Yeah, Scott broke down, right as you mentioned, down the seams, right in between 2 Warriors defenders, and it was a nice defensive play, just trying to get in front of him, kind of blurred his vision a little bit, and went off his hands, and it'll bring up a third down and long. But you got to be thinking 4 down territories once they cross that midfield with this offense.
3 field goals, so they've all been short field goals on the year for their kicker in A.J. Carstetter, and he's only missed 1 PAT on the season. Third down, this is a backwards pass to Barksdale, so this is a run to the near sideline. He's going to cut up the field, bounces off of 2 Mohawk tacklers, still going forward to the 30, dragging Boston forward, ball's loose, but it's going to be, I think, recovered. Who's got it?
I think Mohawk got it.
Mohawk has the football, but there's not even a signal that there was a fumble.
Chapman got on it. He's the one who came up with the ball and handed it to the official, but they're going to say he's down at the 27-yard line.
They're saying Barksdale was down. That looked like the ball was loose before from our angle, but the official's not even making a signal that he was down.
Nah, I hate saying this because this sounds biased, but they've missed a lot today.
So that's a 12-yard run on the backwards pass. And as you said, going to go for it on 4th down in 4-down territory at the 28-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 5 to go. Play clock winding down to 12. They're still in the huddle.
Yeah, I think there's an injury here.
Yeah, Barksdale's a little shook up here.
Yeah,
so they're just gonna,
he was down to a knee there.
Down to 5 on the play clock, and then Coach Braids is going to have to go for that timeout.
There it is.
2-1. There is the timeout with 9:26 remaining. Your Pontius Insurance timeout here in the second half. While we have a moment, give a shout-out to our LCAP Team of the Month, the Mohawk Girls Cross Country Team, your October LCAP Team of the Month. Coach Dave Bradle and the Wpial champion Mohawk Girls Cross Country Team, your LCAP Team of the Month. And newsflash, I have a feeling that we'll give a little sneak peek. I have a feeling we know who our November Male Athlete of the Month is going to be. How about the state champion for the Mohawk Warriors and Jackson Shodel, the state champion cross-country runner for the Mohawk Warriors.
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Great season for that entire program, to say the very least. And while we have a moment, the female athlete of the month, the LGKG and Red Zone athlete of the month, went to Natalie Late, part of that cross-country team. And the male athlete of the month, Braylon Thomas of Union. How about more history? The 5th player in WPL history, is that right, Lee? To go 2,000 and 1,000? Not bad for a kid who just started playing quarterback last year.
Yeah, Pitt's starting to look at him now. So he's starting to get some of those D1 athletes, just D1 scholarship offers possibly.
Back to the action here. Big play on 4th and 5. Rolling out to his left is the quarterback, Barron. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to be dragged down. Back all the way down to the 35-yard line. Chapman and Verdi make the sack for a loss of 7. And there's your Medora Bonner Law change in possession, the turnover on downs. A huge loss, and there's the stand, Tim, that you were looking for.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You got to give it up. We've talked about them all season long. Verdi and Chapman getting into the backfield and not giving up on the play, as Barron made a couple nice moves to stay on his feet. As he was stumbling forward, he went backwards around about the 35-yard line, and he went down. A great defensive stand. That bend don't break more defense now gives this offense an opportunity.
Jay Rona 5 for 15 in the first half. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, keep an eye on Barksdale because he failed to block in that play. Just sort of let those defenders go.
Boston big hole to the 40-45, upended there, first down. Justin Boston, Tim, we talked about it at halftime. We saw it last week. Coach McCutcheon said, we'll run it. I don't care if it's 1-2 yards at a time because we are going to wear down defenses. We've done it all year long, and they did it last week against Imani. Could that come to fruition here again tonight?
Well, we've seen it all season long with Justin Boston. You definitely want to get him the ball as much as you can, in any way you can. If it's on the flats, if it's on a screenplay, if it's out of the backfield. I don't care how you do it. You want the rock in his hands.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Ball at the 46-yard line, early third quarter. Boston handoff, another big hole across midfield, down at the 46-yard line from one 46 to the other. So gains of 11 and 8 on the first 2 carries of the second half.
Dylan Summing made a nice play there on the offensive line, opening that hole up there for Boston on the right side and picking up 8 yards on the play. This is what they need. They have to get that ground game going, because once they start concentrating on Boston, that'll free up the passing game for Rona, and he'll be able to find the Faddens, the Retort, the Logans in the open spaces.
2nd down and 2, Mohawk in plus territory, trailing by 2 scores. Handoff Boston, this time upended on the A-gap blitz, right up the middle, and actually it was the lineman Rashawn Huff who got through for the loss of 2.
Yeah, Huff got into the backfield, went right at his legs, and was able to bring him down.
Put good size on Huff, too. 6'3", 235. Moves like a cat.
So 3rd down and 4.
Got to figure this is 4-down territory. Again, you're looking for positive yards because you don't have to get – I mean, obviously, if you get the first down, that's the great thing. But if you don't get it, you want to put yourself in a short situation on 4th down.
3 receiver set, Verdi the tight end. Rona in the gun, gets the snap. Throw on the slant, a little bit behind Fadden, but he's able to make the catch going to the ground at the 40-yard line. 4th catch of the game, and that's a huge Castle conversion on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's just knowing your quarterback. Bobby Fadden was able to go down low, make that catch, get that completion, and keep the sticks moving here. This is an important drive here for Mohawk after that defensive stance. They got to cash in.
There's a nice route by Fadden, too, just a little slant.
But he didn't overslant it either, right? He found the open spot.
Found a little weakness in the defense.
everybody within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. Boston gets the handoff anyway, and he goes up the middle, fights forward, and gains positive yards. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Second down coming.
Yeah, they're going to the right side, so you got to give a lot of credit here to Birchfield and Sumney doing a nice job firing off the ball, getting it, moving some bodies, and getting some yardage here for the ground game.
How strong is Boston? Mike Christ, 6'3", 300. He was on top of him, and he carried him for about 2 to 3 yards.
All determination. He never gives up on a play.
Gave him a gain of 2. He's got 14 carries for 75 yards, does Boston. It was a long time ago, such a long time, but he did have the blocked punt, actually, that led to the Joey Nail touchdown. He gets another carry up the middle, across the 35, down to the 33-yard line. Good pickup of 5 yards, and this is what they didn't do early on, Tim, be ahead of the chains and get these third and manageables.
Yeah, and that's the key. They're being able right now to really control the line of scrimmage, and they haven't been able to do that. Even in the passing game, they've been able to penetrate. The defense has been able to penetrate and get into the backfield. So right now, they got to keep this momentum forward, keep using the running game, and then look out for a play action here as they can go deep. You can look out for like Retort or possibly Fadden, who's in the slot.
Logan, the lone receiver, to the left. Those two to the right. They are going to hand it off. Chapman pulling right in front of him, fighting forward close to the 30, but he's going to be just short. Needed 3, gained 2. It's going to be 4th down and 1. I mean, it's well within Wilkins' range, but you need 7, not 3.
Yeah, and there's no reason to even think about the field goal yet. And you want to do that if it's going to give you the lead at this stage in the game. But I wouldn't mind seeing Rona get under center, so a different look. And even if you're handing it off to your running back, maybe get a fullback in there to try to blow open the hole a little bit more.
Yeah, if it was 4th and 6, you might think about it, but it's 4th and short.
Ball to 31. They got to get to the 30 to move the chains. They do go under center with Fadden, Verdi, and Rona. Rona under center. Fadden goes in motion. Quarterback sneak. He's busted up, but he keeps it going on the right-hand side, and that'll be enough to move the chains. The second and third effort from Jay Rona, enough to get inside the 30.
I love that play because it's so simple. It's just a matter of moving bodies and believing in following your offensive line. That offensive line never gave up on that play. He followed his center, Jack Mays. He followed Dylan Sumney. He followed Butchfield, and that was why he was able to get it. And he twisted and turned, but he was able to pick up that first down.
I think he got a bad mark.
He did.
Right at the 30. I thought he got down to the 29, but
yeah.
Well, they do say on a first down they're going to put it right at a yard marker. So if he got to the 29 and a half, I guess they round down to the 30. Or round up, I guess technically that would be. 1st and 10, play action. Rona drops back. He's going to fire one down the middle of the field. Man open. Touchdown, Mohawk. Blake Logan from 30 yards out. Mohawk cuts it down to a 1-score game.
Blake Logan just took the seam right down the right side. Once he broke open, you got to love it. They kept running the ball, compounding the ball, did the play action, and they just froze the linebackers and gave him an opportunity to get down in the field. And Logan, all by himself in the end zone, makes the catch, and now we're down to a 1-touchdown game.
Caps off a 9-play, 65-yard scoring drive, converting on a 3rd down and a 4th down. Wilkins on to attempt the extra point. High snap, Fadden able to handle it. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And a flag on the play.
Yeah, roughing the kicker.
We're going to have a roughing the kicker, so that'll make things interesting with the score now 28-21. We'll dissect the penalty and that scoring drive when we return. Mohawk leads here at lcsportsnet.com.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
There's only a 5-yard running into the kicker, so the kick will come from the Mohawk 45, not the Steel Valley 45, but it's a 28-21 advantage now for Steel Valley. Mohawk stops a Steel Valley team on 4th down lead, and then they get the 4th down conversion themselves.
Yeah, what a play. And Tim was right there to just set up that play action perfectly, and this kick is going to be short.
Yeah, it didn't make it against the wind. Taken at the 2-yard line by Barksdale. He's going to go up the far sideline. This one's coming back for a block in the back. Thought the ball came loose there for a moment out to the 32-yard line, but this one's going to be back inside the 10-yard line after the Steel Valley penalty.
Yeah, that block came back. That block in the back came around the 20-yard line, so they're going to mark it from the 22, so it'll be around the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive.
Yeah, boy, sure looked like a roughing the kicker penalty on my point or spot, but they rolled the running into the kicker, so nonetheless, it doesn't matter.
But the win here is facing this win that Mohawk is here in the third quarter is going to be huge. They got to take advantage of this defensively. They got to make a stop here and get their offense back on the field. This is an important stand again here for the Warriors. They're back in it. Now they got to stay in it. They can't allow Steel Valley to use Barksdale as a weapon that he has been here in the first half.
4:43 remaining in the third quarter. Barksdale gets the handoff, jacked up right at the line of scrimmage. First man in there, believe, was Verdi. Chapman, Nail, everybody in there as well as Leighton Wagner.
Yeah, they just followed they strung that out. That's what they got to do. They got to shut down the edge and strung it out and get help from your linebackers and your secondary, and they were able to get that on that play. The key is you got to concentrate on that play action that's going to come sooner or later, and they've used it as a option pass earlier in this ball game, so you got to pay attention to exactly what they're doing with Barksdale at all times.
1 yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Ironmen leading Mohawk by 7. Fake the jet sweep. Handoff coming near sideline, trying to get to the edge. Breaking the tackle is Barksdale out to the 20 to 25. Finally dragged out of bounds at the 30. One broken tackle is all it takes, and he's off for a quick gain and a first down.
Yeah, it didn't take long to get that first down back as they were able to turn the corner. That's what he gets. If he can get to the edge, he's always going to be difficult to bring down because of his speed and his agility. And right now, that's what they're up against each and every time they make a play.
Nifty footwork by Barksdale. Niftier footwork by Tim Continenza up here in the dry studio.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm, possibly. I don't know.
Did we get a 50-50 purchase there?
No, I did not.
You know, I was.
We would have won tonight, too.
Had the opportunity, and I passed it up. Shame on me.
Trips left. They'll pitch to Barksdale that way on 1st and 10. Cuts up the field, gets to the 30, and he's upended basically right there. Actually driven backwards after a short gain. 1 or 2 yards. I got him now for 20 carries for 246 yards on the evening.
Pretty good night. It's not even done.
Yeah, he's shown all facets of the game here.
Plus, 70 passing?
Yeah.
70-yard passing touchdown
and
as well.
A 38-yard touchdown on the defensive side.
Yeah. He's got all 4 Steel Valley touchdowns. I meant to do a full tally of
total yardage.
Total touchdowns by the rest of the team compared to Barksdale.
That would be interesting.
He has been, it's not quite a one-trick pony, but he has been a main part of it all throughout the season. 2nd down and 8. Handoff, good cut up the middle, but he cuts right into the white jerseys there in the middle. Believe again that was
Monaco.
Monaco making the tackle.
Yeah, Monaco. Yeah, that's a 6'2", 250 ran right into him. Good job by Monaco.
He does gain a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And Monaco takes up some space in the middle there.
This is where you got to tighten up on the defense. You got to make sure you fill the holes, and you got to make contact. If Barksdale gets the ball, you got to make sure you make contact and have help. That's what the key is. You're going to need more than one person usually to bring him down because he's so agile and he makes such quick moves.
3rd down and 5. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Shields comes in motion. Fake to him. Play action. Stepping up in the pocket. He's going nowhere. He gets away at the last second. He throws it on to Barksdale in the flat, but it's going to be low and incomplete. I don't know how he escaped. A trio of Warrior defenders escaped the sack, but it's still an incomplete pass and a 4th down coming up.
Yeah, they'll bring in Carlos Scott to punt the ball away. But you're right. That was magical what he was able to do because I thought they had him. There was no question about it. He kind of dug underneath 3 defenders and was able to get some space and make that throw. It was low, but he was able to really save the yardage avoiding that sack.
Scott really takes his time punting the ball. Let's see if Mohawk can get him again.
They already got him once. Justin Boston blocked it. Nail recovered it in the end zone for the touchdown. Snap back. This one a little more quick. Short punt. Actually, he's going to bounce at the 25. Take a huge Ironman bounce inside the 5 and going towards the end zone. Finally pick up the 1 yard line because he knew it wasn't going to make it into the end zone. Is the return man. And getting dragged down is Retort again for the back of the jersey. No horse collar there either. If you get just the jersey, I guess it's all right, according to the officials. That's 2 we thought could have been horse collars, but how about a play by Retort? It wasn't going in the end zone. He picks it up and gets it out to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, the defender kind of ran past him. And he said, all right, I got my opportunity here. I'll pick it up inside the 1. And he advances it out past the 10. And what are they going to do? Was there a penalty on here?
No.
Looked like they were marking the ball back.
They were just getting the other ball in. Okay.
All right, good.
I was looking at the same thing, Tim.
Yeah.
But that is a 63-yard punt.
That's the way
but a 10-yard return at least.
Let's
Here's
see
Mohawk.
if it's Mr. Boston again here.
Starting at their own 11, less than 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Handoff up the middle, bounces off his own man, tries to get to the edge, but he is hit with a boom. The lumber laid down by Carlos Scott.
Yeah, he was able to move out to the right side, and he ran right into Scott. Scott was able to lay down the law there, but bottom line, he picked up about 3 yards on the play, so you'll take the positive yardage and bring up second down.
Can we get a call from our friend Matt Vandriak? AC/DC playing because he just got thunderstruck. But it's still a 3-yard gain. We thank Matt Vandriak, a big Ironman supporter. Gain of 3. Inside trap to Verdi. He's tripped up near the line of scrimmage. Had an opening, but kind of was off balance as he took the handoff, Tim.
Yeah, a little draw play there. Basically, they kind of set it up to get it inside on it to Verdi, but he was a good defense here by the Ironmen to really short circuit that one from really getting started. Big third down coming up here. Be interesting what the offense dials up here. I imagine we were going to look maybe some type of a curl play or something in the slot. Maybe we'll see Fadden be able to find some weakness in the defense.
Third down and 5, less than a minute to play in the third quarter. Rona in the gun with the hard count. No one bites. Now he drops back to pass. Throw to the far sideline looking for Logan. It's going to be out of his reach. Incomplete. Had plenty of time, and that one just got away from Rona.
Yeah, just a little too wide. Basically, as you just mentioned, he was looking for it, and he just went to the long side of the field and just let him a little too long, and they'll have to punt the ball away. You do have the punt into the win here, so you got to make sure you get a good kick in off here, and hopefully the special teams can come up big here for the Warriors.
Yeah, because Barksdale standing near midfield. He's already got a defensive touchdown. Snap back, and Logan, he thought about maybe running for it, but now boots it away and does keep it away from Barksdale. Takes a Warrior bounce, but goes out of bounds at the Mohawk 44-yard line. So that'll be about a 32-yard punt. So about 30 yards gained on the punts in terms of field position. 17 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Coming up after the game, we'll have our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Home, auto, term life, liability insurance, and more. Visit MVPINS.com for more information and to request a free quote.
You know, turnovers are difficult to ask for because you just never know when they'll happen. But this defense right now, they got a block punt on the special team. They could really use to turn the field around with a fumble or an interception if they do throw the ball here. They got to look to try to get the ball back and get their offense on the field because they're playing on the short side of the field, as this drive will start at the 43-yard line of the Warriors.
3 receivers to the right on 1st and 10. Steel Valley started at midfield twice and now at the 43 of Mohawk as Barksdale tries to get to the edge, cuts up the field. He's dragged down there by Boston inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Edge was sealed by Retort, but there's the vision that you see of Barksdale cutting right up the field. And 4 fingers up in the air. After that 5-yard pickup, we're heading to the fourth quarter. Steel Valley 28, Mohawk 21. Don't go anywhere. Live coverage of the Class 2A semifinals here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. Be outstanding in your field with the Pizzulo Insurance Agency. An independent, family-run agency, Pizzulo Insurance provides all of your insurance needs, specializing in farm and crop insurance. Pizzulo Insurance, proud sponsors of Mohawk Athletics.
12 minutes on the clock, fourth quarter coming your way. Mohawk trailing Steel Valley by a score of 28-21. Tim Continenza alongside Lee Moan, finally warm up here in the booth with us. I'm James Dotson. Glad to have the coverage, and this has been a dandy of a game. Steel Valley led 28-7 after the trick play, the halfback pass for a 70-yard touchdown. Mohawk has scored the previous 2 touchdowns after that, though. So now they go have the back against the wall defensively. 2nd down and 5 upcoming, up by 7, but Steel Valley with possession in plus territory. Another Barksdale carry, trying to bounce to the outside. He lowers the shoulder, goes truck stick against the Mohawk defender. And he's going to, with that, look like get enough for the first. Another generous spot, guys.
Yeah, they've gotten the better edge of the football tonight with the guys in stripes. There's just no question about that. But a nice first down run there by the running back. And he lowered his shoulder and went right into retort to pick up that first down.
And Barksdale's going to come off. He needs to stretch a little bit, starting to tighten up.
23 carries, 259 yards, 70-yard touchdown pass. And a 44-yard pick six to his credit.
They go to the air here on first down. They haven't done it much tonight, but now with Barksdale out of the ballgame, we'll see if they try to use Barron as a thrower.
Karan Pierce, who wondered if he'd be back tonight, and he does get a carry, his first of the year. Up the middle, Monaco trips him up from behind, and you can see the excitement because Pierce getting his first touch of the year, drags defenders inside the 25 down to the 24.
Yeah, nice run, just going right up the gut, not giving up, keeping his feet moving. Picking up 8 of the 10 needed here on first down.
Missed a lot of this season. We expected maybe we'd see him at linebacker tonight, but getting a carry for the first time on the season.
Yeah, it looks like Barksdale's going to get ready to come in the next play possibly. He's trying to stretch out, get the helmet back on.
That was a 7-8 yard pickup down to the 24-yard line. Steel Valley driving, 2nd and 2. It'll be Pierce again, up the middle, first down. In the red zone, down to the 15, down to the 10.
You got a
Fresh
motivated
legs,
runner.
huh?
Yeah, you got a motivated runner getting his first opportunity in a semifinal game, taking full advantage of 2 big runs all the way down to the 10-yard line. This is going to be difficult. The next 4 plays here for the Warriors. You got to keep them out of the end zone. Got to keep it a 1-score game.
How about this? First time either team tonight has been in the red zone. So make sure you stop by the red zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township for all of your county sporting apparel needs. Barksdale back out there. Pierce getting a big ovation, coming to the sideline with a big smile as he comes to the bench. Barksdale sidecar right, 3 receivers to the right. High snap, handoff Barksdale up the middle. Upended, but still falling forward down to about the 7 or 6 yard line. Again, a good pickup, 3 or 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, just nickel and diming it right now, taking advantage of the opportunity. 2nd down and goal from the 6. Again, this is important. You got to fill the gaps. You got to make contact first. If you can get in the backfield, you have to make that contact if you're Mohawk.
We have our first final score in for the night. Southside 28, Clairton 12. That is a final.
Hey, congratulations to the Rams. I think since 1999, I think they've been.
They are partying like it's 1999.
Yes.
Mohawk, do they have another goal line stand in them? 2nd and goal from the 6. There's a good start. Monaco gets him in the backfield for a short loss.
Yeah, Verdi was right there too and helped with that tackle. But more importantly, that looked like it was a handoff. It might have been just a little juggled there. And maybe he's coming, I was going to say, Barksdale's coming off the field again.
Yeah, he's just not right.
25 carries, 263 yards. And we'll see if the senior running back, Karan Pierce, will get the carry on 3rd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, you would think he would.
Chances are good, I imagine.
Yeah, down to 8:50 remaining here in the 4th quarter.
You got 2 downs defense. You got to come up big. 3rd down is the most important right now.
Pierce to the right of Barron in the gun. It is going to be a Barron handoff to Pierce. to the 5, dragging forward towards the goal line, and he's going to be waiting for
Just
a signal.
short, it looks like.
Nope,
and he is
not
going
yet.
to be short.
Inside the 1. So 4th and goal coming up here for Steel Valley. You're going to have to put everybody on the line here and dare them to throw over you, but you're going to have to just pack it in there and see if you can move bodies and get into the backfield to blow this play up.
Field goal does put you up by 10, but they're not thinking about that.
No.
They want to punch this in from inside the 1-yard line.
They want that 14-point lead that they've had basically since the first quarter.
How's the ball not touching the goal line?
I'm not sure. So we'll see. Will they go under center for the first time? No, they will stay in the gun. 3 receivers to the right on 4th down and goal from the inch line. Snap back, Pierce up the middle, stopped on the first effort, second effort, he reaches in and he gets it. He was tripped up by Retort in the backfield but kept the legs going, reaches across and gets the touchdown. What a play. The senior, his first action basically of the whole year, and he gets the touchdown.
Yeah, I got to give Dante Retort a lot of credit. Getting in the backfield, making that initial hit. He just needed some bodies along with him, and you got to give credit to Steel Valley as they didn't allow any of those white shirts to get in the backfield other than Retort, and then he was able to repel him and get into the end zone on a second and third effort.
High snap, the kick is up and it's partially blocked. Keep that in mind. It's only a 13-point game and only the second missed PAT on the year by the kicker, A.J. Carstetter.
Yeah, I think A.J. Verdi was a part of it.
I was thinking the same thing.
So 34-21 your score. Back in a moment, the Class 2A semifinals on Lawrence County SportsNet.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
8-play, 43-yard drive, but the extra point is blocked. 34-21, 7:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
How about tradition, Mr. Dotson? Aliquippa again in the finals, going back. Is that 17 in a row, I believe it is? 16 or 17 years in a row, Aliquippa in the finals.
How long have they had him at Heinz Field?
It's been 2002 or 3, somewhere around there.
Feels like it's been since then.
It's
at least 15, 16 years.
Yeah, I want to say it's 16 years in a row, Aliquippa in the championship game. From single A now to quad A.
What a job.
Short kick to the near sideline is going to be caught by one of the ball boys here on the near sideline. So the second kickoff that's gone out of bounds.
Well, you're going to get good field position. You'll be 65 yards away from, the touchdown to answer what happened. We know this offense can strike on any given play, but you got to set it up. I mean, like they did on the last drive where they went downfield. You're going to have to use Justin Boston as a guy who they have to focus on, and then use Jay Ronan and his arm to strike deep and put some fear into the defensive backs. They may take a shot on first down, but you really want to make sure that you're able to get that 3 to 5 yards on first down to keep it all moving forward.
Barksdale playing 15-yard back and a deep safety.
So Barksdale's moved from linebacker to safety, throw, and it's finding the open seam. Fadden makes the catch, but he's hit hard right in the gut by Barksdale.
Yeah, he came in. He's definitely got the wind knocked out of him right after crossing the 50-yard line. But again, those quick hitters have been successful here for the Warriors here tonight as they just went right up the seam. Rona finding his receiver as he was able to get that first down and more on that play.
Clean hit and exactly what you're supposed to do as a defensive back. You don't hit him high, you don't hit him low. Hit him right in the
midsection,
in the gut, in the hip, basically.
Yeah, it was just timed perfectly. That's the problem with sometimes going over the middle. You sacrifice the body. They get the catch, and what Fadden did, but boy, just good hit there.
He's able to get to his feet, and he's going to make his way to the sideline under his own power. You'll see a lot of these Warriors working it on the hardwood coming up here too. How about first practice for basketball officially was today?
Yeah.
Across the WPIAL and across the PIAA.
And basketball season is knocking on the door. December's almost here.
How about there's some tip-off tournaments next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Some Black Friday tournaments.
Wow.
Mohawk hoping to go Black Friday shopping down to Acrisure, but they trail by 2 scores, down to 7:15 remaining. Ball at the 48-yard line of Steel Valley. Rona dropping back, now steps up in the pocket, scrambling. He's going to take off and run to the 45, to the 40, gets out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Wise decision by the senior, using his legs. We've talked about it multiple times this year, Tim. Got to be able to use the legs as a four-sport athlete like he is.
Yeah, and he did a great job. He looked downfield. He was pass first, and he was looking downfield, didn't seen the field open up, moved into the pocket, and then outside to his left, and was able to pick up those 8 yards. And that's what you want to do. You want positive yards on first down and set up these second down and short third down in manageable situations. And right now, this is what they need to do. They have to take advantage of this opportunity.
Second down and 2. Boston sidecar right. They're going to go drop back, fire it down the far sideline, one-on-one coverage, and it's going to be a bobbling, juggling, still bouncing, now finally hits the ground. They were looking for Retort, who does not have a catch on the day. Good coverage on the far sideline. Was that Barry or Johnson on the far sideline?
That was Johnson.
Yeah, double coverage in that area, but it was a you gotta test it. Sometimes you got to throw deep just to open it up, and that could open up the running game. I can imagine you can give the ball here to Boston and just play power football, because you need 2 yards for that first down, Lee. Right now, you got to be thinking if you don't get it on third down, you'll definitely do it on fourth down.
Yeah, the clock stops for the first down. So
Fadden back out there, but he doesn't look to be at 100%. He's slot to the right on third down and 2. They're going to go handoff Boston up the middle. Good surge from the offensive line initially, but he's not going to get there. Needed 2, only got 1.
Yeah. So bring up fourth down. They got to get that surge of the offensive line. It's going to be Jack May and Sumney and McPherson really going to have to make them play and for them up the middle if they continue to try to pound it here on fourth down. Again, I don't have a problem with it. Boston, anytime he has the ball in his hand, we've seen him elude tacklers and make some big runs. So he has been a workhorse here for the Warriors all season long.
It's another big fourth down and 1 this time for Mohawk. At the 39-yard line, in the gun, they're going to give it to Boston. He's going to find the hole, and he's going to move the chains. Needed 1, got 2.
Went McPherson and Chapman's side on the left side and just followed their blocks, picking up 3 on, and he only needed 2, got picked up 3, got that first down, keep the this drive alive. It's really going to be important here to pay attention to the clock as we're down under almost 6 minutes here to play. Down 2 touchdowns. You're going to have to score, and you're going to then have to go on defense and be able to make a big play.
Mohawk is the only team left in the WPIL coming into the night that has never made it to a WPIL championship game. Do they have some magic left in them? Dropping back is Rona. Now flushed out, going to his right. There's going to be a flag on the play, and able to get it to Logan. Makes a man miss inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line, but this one's coming back as one of the Mohawk linemen got a big chunk of jersey. No doubt this one's coming back, and it looks like Dylan Sumney's upset with himself.
Yeah, he got turned around, and when he got turned around, his hand was in the middle section of the defender, and he pulled away trying to do it. But anytime you raise your hands, you're almost giving the official full access to throw the flag right at your feet.
Well, our moment remind you that there will be select images of this game, courtesy of Something for Your Wall Photography, and I'll tell you what.
She has some great, I've seen some at halftime, phenomenal poster size pictures. If you're interested in them, trust me, you'll love them.
Dante Retort's hurdle on the kickoff return was the one that I noticed that she was cycling through some.
Yeah.
But that holding penalty will push the Warriors back, and the clock is running. We're now down to 5:30 remaining. It'll be first down and 20, ball near midfield.
Maybe a screenplay here, James. We haven't seen one tonight.
You're right, we have not. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. Rona dropping back, looking down the field, firing down the near sideline. Jump ball, and it's going to be actually overthrown, not on the same page. Retort kind of cut in, and Rona expecting him to continue on the fly route.
Still not a bad play to just stretch the defense. Keep them in thinking that you're going to go deep. You know, that could set up something that you can get maybe a screenplay to Verdi or to Boston or one of your receivers to just sneak back and get the ball maybe just in front of the offensive line and turn something upfield, kind of get a jailbreak scenario. Won't be surprised if we see something like that here on second down. I really think this is the opportunity here at midfield for something like that. 4 receivers.
2 each way on second down and 20. We're down to 5:13 remaining. Mohawk trailing by 13. Rona drops back, and again, he's got the scramble. Gets out of the pocket to his left. Trying to turn to hips. He'll pump fake. He'll look to run and get out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Picks up yardage, but it's going to be 3rd and long upcoming.
Yeah, well, he picked up yardage. That's the most important thing. He was able to get outside. He got out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long scenario, but again, trailing 2 touchdowns, it's 2-down territory. So if you come up short of the sticks, that's okay, as long as you know exactly what you want to do here on 4th down. But you have to get positive yardage. You don't want to be 4th down and behind the sticks.
5:05 remaining. It'll be 3rd down and 13 for the Warriors. Trying to make history. They've never made it to the semis before. That's where they are tonight, trying to make it to the finals. The only team remaining that has not done so. Quick pass to the far sideline and losing his footing. He was open on the far side, was Retort. It's just been a rough night for Dante Retort in the receiving game.
Yeah, unfortunate there. That was the right call. Again, it's just a little quick curl route on the outside, and he made the curl and got the ball. The ball was delivered, and then he just lost his footing and went down as the ball sizzled past him. We'll bring up 4th down. So this will have to be a scenario where you have to go downfield, or you're going to have to make an exceptional play, getting the ball in front of the sticks and working your way up to the sticks here on 4th down. But this is the game here for Mohawk. They're going to need something big.
What is offensive coordinator Dick Rubb called up here on 4th down? 3 seconds on the play clock. Rona in the gun. He drops back, had 3 receivers to the right. Plenty of time. Now he's going to scramble. He's got a boatload of space in front of him.
We got a flag.
And he got tripped up. I don't know how he got tripped up. What a great effort, Lee. Who made that tackle?
That was Mike Christ, the 300-pound lineman, somehow was out there, tripped him up. I have no idea how.
They're going to get holding against the offense, but they'll decline this and take the ball back on the change of possessions.
It looked like there was room to run for ages, and actually it was JoJo Gray, 59
Thank
out
you.
there.
That was my second. As soon as I saw 55, like, no, that couldn't have been him. Thank you.
Steel Valley defense comes up big and gets the Medora Bonner Law turnover on downs.
Well, this is going to be a situation where the defense is going to have to try to strip the ball. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Down 2 touchdowns, under 5 minutes here to play. They're going to have to get a strip. If they don't get the strip, they're going to be in really just the clock being the 12th man on the field.
4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Steel Valley holding on to a 13-point edge. They're just going to hand the ball off to their workhorse, Barksdale, and he lost his footing. It's going to be a loss of a couple yards, and Coach McCutcheon is going to take his first timeout of the second half. Let's take a quick timeout here as well. You're listening to the Class 2A semifinals on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
On your way to the game? Be sure to refuel at Al's Corner. Finest gasoline since 1997, with the finest food around as well. With daily specials and pizza and subs available nightly until 10 p.m., you'll be properly refueled as well. Located just off the PA Turnpike on Big Beaver Boulevard in Koppel. Good luck to both teams tonight from Al's Corner, proud supporters of Mohawk Athletics.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builders has been building our community for 70 years.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Handoff coming to Pierce coming out of the timeout, and he gets sandwiched. That was Alex Chapman making the hit after a short gain. 5 carries here in the fourth quarter for Pierce, and that's going to be the second timeout now taken by the Warriors with 4:37 remaining here in the ballgame. 34-21. 4 touchdowns scored by Donald Barksdale, and then the 5th touchdown scored by Pierce, who just got that carry. 3rd down and 9 coming up here, Tim.
Yeah, this is gut check time here for the Warriors defense. They've been on the field a lot. They've made a lot of great plays. Right now, they got to come up one more time here, control this run game here from Steel Valley. They're going to keep it on the ground. I'll be shocked if they put it up in the air, but we'll see what happens here on 3rd down from the 34-yard line.
If Steel Valley holds on, we will have a rematch of last year's championship game. Beaver Falls 28, and Washington 26 in that one. Bobbled snap! Bobbled snap! Hoover's on top of it!
I think he got it back.
He got it back.
He did, and Mohawk takes their final time out. He lost the ball on the snap, did Tyson Barron, and somehow got it before Chapman got on it.
Yeah, Jackson Chapman was right there, but just couldn't get the hands around it. And Steel Valley's going to have to punt.
That's where in a situation where the ball's on the ground and the quarterback went down to a knee to pick it up, and once he got down and secured it, he had control of it, and that's when it was down. So it'll bring up 4th down and punting situation here for Steel Valley.
A couple other scores. James Hickory leading Sharon late in the midway through the 4th quarter, 14-6, and in double-A, PIAA action in the sub-regionals, Westinghouse leading Central Clarion 34-23.
Oh, that was 28-6 at one point.
Yeah. Winner of that, I believe, gets the winner of Farrell.
You are correct.
The Farrell game.
I wonder if they go after Scott here again. I mean, they got him when he was in the end zone.
You definitely go after him.
I just send one back. Yeah, it looks like that's going to send retort deep, and they'll send all 9 guys or 10 guys up front.
Well, Scott only stands about 11, 12 yards deep.
Snap is back. Boston tries to get inside again, but cannot do so. Bounce and stops at the 46-yard line. Actually takes a Mohawk bounce back to midfield. 4:27 remaining, so they did the job on defense. Got the ball back after just about 15 seconds off of the clock. Your out-of-town scoreboard there brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. They're going your way. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh, as well as routes all around Lawrence County. And remember, senior citizens drive free.
Well, now's the time to think about if you got a hook and ladder or you got some type of trick play that you want to run. Not a bad thing to do at midfield on 1st down. Try to get them off guard and maybe get a big play and score quickly.
Look where Barksdale's playing, though.
Yeah, I see him back at the 30-yard line.
20 yards deep.
Yeah, you've moved your linebacker to free safety for this 4th quarter with the 2-score advantage. Dropping back is Rona, trying to buy time, gets to the edge, and he's just going to throw it away as no one's open downfield. He's had to do that a lot tonight there, Tim, kind of running for his life.
Yeah, he has, and you got to give a lot of credit to Steel Valley's defensive line being able to get into the backfield, disrupting the passing game. We still haven't seen a screenplay all night, and I'm still waiting for it. I still think this is midfield's a great scenario to do it, but we have an injury, I think.
Yeah, Steel Valley got kid on the far
way
side.
Way back, by the 10th there.
Yeah, it was a player who ran him out of bounds. Looks like he's just cramping up.
Yeah, it's time for health and motion physical therapy.
We haven't had one of those since about week 2, so we're going to step aside for a moment as well while they tend to the cramping Steel Valley player. Back in a moment, LC Sportsnet, powered by LCAP.
Good evening. This is Dr. Lori Houck, Superintendent of the Mohawk Area School District. On behalf of the Mohawk Board of Directors and Administration, we want to wish good luck to the Mohawk Warrior football players and coaches tonight. And as always, go Warriors!
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Was JoJo Gray able to make him to the sideline under his own power, but with 4:20 remaining, 2nd down and 10 for Mohawk. They trail by 2 scores. Quick pass to the far sideline, caught by Retort, 5-yard gain, gets out of bounds, and wisely stops the clock and makes this a 3rd down and manageable. Tim, that's the play they tried to run last time on 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed to do. Just try to get a few yards here on 2nd down, bring up 3rd down and 5. we'll see what happens. And just remind everybody, coming up after the game, we'll announce our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. And after the game, we'll also have today's MVP of the game, brought to you by MVP Insurance.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left here on 3rd down and 5. 4:15 remaining. Rona drops back, now steps up, fires on the wheel route, has Fadden open, but he never saw it. He couldn't find it in the lights and in the rain, and it drifts out of bounds. And now 4th down and 5. Mohawk 0 for 5 on their last 0 for 5 on their last 5 3rd down attempts.
Well, going down the seems to be something they've had a lot of success with here. They just need 5 yards to keep this drive alive and keep the season going here for Mohawk. They need a big play here on 4th down. Obviously, if you can get a strike to the end zone, you'll always take it. But right now, you got to be thinking just move the sticks here on 4th down.
They need to get 5 yards to the 40-yard line to keep the drive and really keep their season alive. 2 receivers each way on 4th and 5. No bite on the hard count. Rona surveys the field. Still surveying, now scrambling all around. He's all the way back at his own 35-yard line, trying to find some room. Got the run to the near sideline. Now fires down the field, had a man's open, but he slips as he tries to stop. Did Boston, couldn't get to it, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And with Mohawk out of timeouts and just under 4 minutes remaining, it's going to be tough sledding from here.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely going for the turnovers. The only chance you're going to have here for Mohawk. It was great effort there by Jay Rona as he rolled out to his left. He ran out of room there, went back towards his own 30-yard line, and then reverse field came in all the way around to the right side, threw on the run, found Boston, skipping the bass behind him as Boston's kind of lost his feet, trying to come to a stop to make that play. But what a great effort here on that 4th down play there by the Warriors, but unfortunately comes up short. So now the defense is asking to do something really tremendous here with an opportunity to hopefully get a strip and get the ball back.
They are out of timeouts, 3:54 remaining. Ball at the 45-yard line. Barksdale will get the handoff up the middle, and he's going to go just basically right in the pile and sit down, and that's about it. That's carry number 27 on the night, by the way, for Donald Barksdale.
He's done everything here tonight, except, I don't know, he might be driving the bus home. We'll have to wait and see.
Passing touchdown, pick 6, 2 rushing touchdowns. But now time becoming the enemy. Tick, 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 3:30 remaining on a winding 4th quarter clock with a 34-21 Steel Valley lead.
Yeah, and here's the 40-second clock really comes into play here. Is still just under 20 seconds here on the play clock.
Beaver Falls awaits the 10 seed, grossly underseeded 10 seed now that they got everybody back. They survived the bottom half of the bracket. Can Steel Valley join them in a rematch of last year's title game? They're going to hand it off to Barksdale, up the middle, about a 4-yard gain to the 49-yard line. 3rd down and 6 upcoming, and again, Barksdale a little limp as he comes out of the pile, and he's going to check out of the game. I think you'll see Pierce check back in for him.
That clock continues to tick as it's down to under 25 seconds on the play clock, but that 40 seconds really takes a bite out of the time clock as we're down now under 2 minutes and 30 seconds here to play.
Yeah, Barksdale just cramping up. No need to have him in there right now.
They will bring Pierce in, sidecar left, 3rd down and 6. Barron will hand it off to him. His 6th carry of the 4th quarter. He drives the pile forward across the 50, rugby scrum, and still going forward before he's finally marked down. They should mark it back at the 49 where the pushing began, but they will give him the extra yard of the 48. And now, how about this? Steel Valley 0 for 5 on 3rd downs in the second half as well.
Wow.
They're going to kick the ball. Wow. Yeah, why not?
Why not? Yeah, you got the
Let
13-point lead.
Let your defense play.
Well, you got to send the house. We got A.J. Verdite down in the defensive back here.
He's cramping.
Yep.
And, a lot of people will end up saying, how are you cramping? It's not like it's 90 degrees out, but it's more about the change in the temperature from start of the game to the end of the game.
Yeah, and all this moisture in the air.
That certainly hasn't helped either. We'll step aside with 1:48 remaining. 38-21, Steel Valley leads.
I'm Kevin Sapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Natalie Lape of Mohawk Cross Country as the October LGKG Female Athlete of the Month for her comeback performance and leading her team to another Wpial championship. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Braylon Thomas of Union Football as October's LGKG Male Athlete of the Month as the first player in county history to throw for and run for 1,000 yards in the regular season. Congratulations and best of luck to Mohawk's Natalie Lape and Union's Braylon Thomas, October's LGKG Athletes of the Month.
Verdi able to get off the field under his own power. Clock winding. They're going to get it down to about 1 minute and 12 seconds left before Coach Ray Brazo takes the second Ironman timeout.
Let's see if they bring the offense back on the field here after this timeout. Be interesting if they do, just because, they keep the ball in their hands and try to take some more time off the clock. Obviously, you got the 13-point lead. Doesn't really,
Looks like they might be.
Yeah. My thinking would be, do you want to snap the ball in this weather that far back?
They've already got one block tonight, too.
Yeah,
to keep that
and my thinking, if you just did what your normal offense does, even if you just run a handoff to Quirce, you got nothing to worry about. Obviously, he's done a great job, the senior, filling in when he had. Pierce has done a terrific job, but it looks like they're going to go in punt formation. Scott's back at his own 40-yard line to kick it.
Lone receiver back is Retort standing at his own 20. See if Mohawk does go after this punt. Do they bring the house? They do. Scott able to get it off. A knuckleball punt that'll bounce at the 30, take an Ironman bounce, and they'll let it roll down inside the 20. And we'll be down at about the 15-yard line with just over 1 minute left to play. 1:02 officially on the clock.
Well, it's time to heave it downfield and hope for a couple, penalties along the way to help you out if it goes incomplete. And see what you can do. Obviously, you need kind of a miracle scenario. But we've seen them score quickly in the past.
And Lee, reminder, though, that the clock stops on a first down momentarily and will stop on any play out of bounds, too.
By the way, Hickory defeated Sharon tonight.
How about that?
Oh, wow.
Yes, 14-6. They await the winner of Clearfield and Central. Clearfield was up late on Central.
Farrell against Mercyhurst Prep tomorrow up in D10 will take on Westinghouse if they hold on against Central Clarion. Here with 1 minute 2 seconds remaining. Mohawk with the ball, but at their own 15-yard line. They'll hand it off to Boston, looking for a big hole at the middle. He's got one. He's got the first down, 25, out to the 30. Still
Look
going!
out!
Oh, my goodness! To the 40, to midfield. Look out! Looks over his shoulder. He's got a convoy of Ironmen coming for him, and wisely he gets out of bounds at the Steel Valley 23-yard line.
There he is, over 100 yards again here for Justin Boston. As once he broke containment, he was just going to use his speed as best he could and keep an eye on the defense as it was trailing him as he gets all the way down inside the 25. Great play. Now you got a shot. You can go to the end zone on every play if you want to. You can give it back to Boston. You never know what he may do with the ball.
I love that call of a draw, though. You're expecting the pass, and instead your big guy
I've been asking for the screen. That's basically the same type of play, and it worked out to their advantage.
62-yard run. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line of Steel Valley. Boston, handoff, flip back to Fadden. Double pass, route back to Rona, but he's going to be tripped back up at the 40 on the flea flicker, as reading it the entire way was JoJo Gray.
Yeah, Gray, once he got in the backfield, just followed the ball. And unfortunately, that's a long developing play. They try to pull one out of the trick book. I don't blame them.
Now they got to hurry, though.
Unfortunately, they can't handle up. They got to go to the line of scrimmage and snap this ball.
Down to 20
but
seconds
it looks like
remaining.
they have
well, Rona's hurt.
Yeah.
They got to hurry. Down to 15 seconds. They're still not set.
Yeah.
Basically, it's got to be a touchdown on this play right now. Rona took too much time. Throws to the far side of Fadden. He's going to go up the sideline and just get out of bounds. Gains just 5 yards, but that took almost 30 extra seconds off the clock.
Yeah, unfortunately, that just kind of took the heart out of the Warriors there when that sack happened and all the way back, losing 15 yards on the play. And then it was just a matter, like you said, Rona getting his ankle kind of, or foot type scenario, getting hurt. and it just made it even worse. The time they got everybody set, the clock just ran away from them.
They had to try something there, Tim. They had to try something to get the ball.
Yeah, I
go
have
to the
no
bag
problem.
of tricks,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just unfortunate. Gray was there to blow it up.
You saw Fadden throw one for a touchdown last week. You're hoping that maybe they forget about it and forget about the throwback to Rona. But one final play with 4 seconds remaining. Can Rona get one more touchdown on the career marks? Well, they're going to give a handoff to their main man, Boston, and he's going to go and slide up the middle for about a 3-yard gain, and that's how this one will come to an end. Steel Valley versus Beaver Falls. It's coming up again, a rematch of last year's championship as the Ironmen defeat Mohawk tonight, 34-21. Post-game show when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the family of Lou, Jean, and Josie Greco, along with the staff of JMG Accounting, Payroll, and Tax Services. A big shout out and best of wishes to the Mohawk Warriors, and special congratulations to the seniors and families. Never quit. Now is your time. Again, thank you to the staff of JMG Accounting, Payroll, and Tax Services.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Did you know that 300,000 people in southwestern Pennsylvania are food insecure, including nearly 80,000 children? Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is here to meet this need. Through school breakfast and lunch, backpack, and summer food programs, the food bank's mission is to end hunger in our region. To learn more information, get help, or donate, call 412-460-FOOD or visit pittsburghfoodbank.org. Let's come together to make sure no child goes to bed hungry.
After 2 shoulder surgeries, my doctor wanted me to go to his physical therapy, which was out of town, and I chose Washington Center Physical Therapy.
The availability is absolutely amazing. When we call to get an athlete in, we get them in the exact same day.
I see many patients preoperatively for orthopedic surgeries. Those patients who use Washington Center have the best outcomes.
The bottom line is Washington Center Physical Therapy is your best choice for physical therapy.
Call us at Washington Center Physical Therapy, serving the community for over 20 years.
Good luck to the Mohawk football team from the entire Bessemer community. Special thanks to the Capalbo family, the Kuhn family, the Shingler family, the Verdi family, and many anonymous donors for supporting tonight's broadcast.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
Special thanks to the anonymous donors from the Munhall community in support of Steel Valley's football team for tonight's broadcast. Best of luck to the Ironmen tonight and throughout the rest of the scholastic season.
Tri-County Principals postgame show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. As it is a Steel Valley victory, they head back to defending champions. They will try to defend their championship at Acrisure Stadium, 2 o'clock on Friday against Beaver Falls. 1 versus 10, a rematch of last year's championship. They win tonight 34-21 over the Mohawk Warriors. We'll bring in Tim Continenza and Lee Moan for some quick thoughts here. I mean, Mohawk battled. They battled. In the end, Steel Valley took advantage of a short field. And with the big day of Donald Barksdale, you got to give a shout-out to Karan Pierce because he comes in a key situation in the fourth quarter. He gets 4 straight carries and punches it in gives the huge 2-score advantage there late.
Yeah, he was he would be the MVP of the game in my book, because I mean he came on, boy, he ran hard, as you said, first
that
action.
whole drive was his.
Yeah, the first action of the year for him, and boy, he really ran hard on that drive, and especially in that fourth down, he was able to fight his way into the end zone. But yeah, good effort though by the Mohawk Warriors, James. It's been a fun year to watch Mohawk. A great job by them, and the good thing is Mr. Jay Rona, unfortunately, his last football game of the year, I was thinking he was a junior, but what a career. What a career for Jay Rona.
I tell you what, to go down as the most prolific passer and touchdown maker in Warriors history is something to be proud of, and what he's achieved. He's going to achieve more at Youngstown on the baseball field in the future, and congratulations on him accepting that scholarship on the baseball field and doing that in the future. But, I mean, what he did and what this team has done for Mohawk this year is people are going to remember this for many years. I mean, this is generational. They're going to talk about the first team ever to get to the semifinals. They're going to talk about the team that won 10 games during the regular season. They're going to talk about, the wideouts and what they did, in retort and Fadden, and they're going to talk about Blake Logan. They're going to mention, Josh Wilkins and his leg and his amazing field goals that he had this season. I mean, there's a lot to remember and be proud of. I mean, it's a difficult loss. Just a little too much of Barksdale tonight. I mean, it was just in the first quarter, just electric. And that 14-point lead was just a little too big for them to ever really climb that mountain. They got close, but they just couldn't get to the top of that mountain.
Yeah, that play action pass, James, just annihilated, or just a really tough play to come back from. You think you're going to be able to get that turnover, and then the play. I mean, not the play action, but the halfback pass by Barksdale. Really, what a turn of events of the game.
Yeah, that made it 28-7 at that point, where Mohawk was really controlling the game. Looked like they could get the ball back. Credit to them. They still did score before halftime. They scored early in the third quarter.
4 big plays in the game, but the defensive interception, pick 6, and that halfback pass, those will stand out for a long time.
We got to step aside one more time. We'll come back, give the final stats and awards when we return. 34-21 your final here from West Allegheny. Steel Valley over Mohawk here at lcsportsnet.com.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games, plus we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
Tonight's broadcast is presented in part by the Mohawk Football Boosters. If anyone is interested in helping support our Warrior athletics, they can reach the Boosters by email at mohawkwarriorsfootball@gmail.com or on Facebook, search Mohawk Warrior Football Boosters. Let's go Warriors!
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
34-21, Steel Valley over Mohawk, your final score here. Let's quickly recap it as Donald Barksdale on the first possession for Steel Valley takes a third down run, 44 yards to the house. It was 7-0 in favor of the Ironmen, and just 2 plays later, he picks a pass off, goes 45 yards to the house. It's 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, but Mohawk wouldn't go away. Midway through the second quarter, they are able to change field position, pin Steel Valley deep. A blocked punt by Justin Boston is picked out of the air by Joey Nail in the end zone for a touchdown, made it 14-7. Guess what? Barksdale answers. Very next play, 77 yards to the house, made it 21-7. And then again, it looks like Mohawk's going to get a defensive stand, going to get the ball back late in the first half with a great field position, but they go with a half-back pass. Donald Barksdale, his 4th touchdown, 3rd different way in the first half, 70 yards to Deshaun Johnson for a 28-7 lead. Mohawk would get a score just 44 seconds later on a 32-yard pass from Rona to Bobby Fadden. It was 28-14 at the half. Mohawk scored first in the second half as well. Nice long drive down the field, made it 28-21 on a play-action pass from Jay Rona to Blake Logan for 30 yards. That was the score at the end of the third quarter, but then a short field and a 8-play, 43-yard drive capped off by Karan Pierce plowing his way in the end zone. 4th down, second effort from the 1-yard line. The 1-yard touchdown made it 34-21. Mohawk had a couple of chances, but a couple of turnover on downs late in the game, and then the final play after the attempted flea flicker could not punch it into the end zone, and that's your final 34-21. Jay Rona, 10 of 27 for 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. 101 yards receiving for Fadden. He had a touchdown. Blake Logan had the other touchdown reception. Justin Boston, 20 carries for 150 yards. On the other side, just 5 passes attempted by the offense for Steel Valley. Barksdale, 70-yard touchdown, and Tyson Barron, 1 for 4 for 8 yards, but it was Barksdale on the ground, 28 carries for 266 yards and 2 scores in the game. Mohawk, more first downs, 14-10, but both teams struggling on third down conversions, I should say. Mohawk goes 2 of 13. Steel Valley goes 2 for 10 in the game. We got a couple words to give out real quick. Let's start with our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award. Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. We're gonna go with the touchdown that got it close, made it a 1-score game. The play action pass from Rona to Blake Logan is Tim Continenza, our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game.
Maley Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game award to Blake Logan of Mohawk. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Blake Logan here tonight for tonight's Play of the Game, and he will receive a customized t-shirt from the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game will be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and a full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again to Blake Logan of Mohawk for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
A blocked punt early kept Mohawk in the game. Justin Boston, he was able to make that block there, Limon, and then he really was the workhorse on the ground, as he has been all throughout the season through the playoffs. 150 yards on the ground tonight, and that block punt. He's your MVP Insurance MVP of the game.
MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP Game Award to Justin Boston of the Mohawk Warriors. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Justin as tonight's MVP of the game. He will receive a customized t-shirt Courtesy of the Red Zone, in recognition of being named tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online, lcsportsnet.com, and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Justin Boston for being named tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win.
Special thanks, AJ's Hauling, the Mohawk administration, the board of directors, Al's Corner Restaurant. I wish we could stop there on the way home. You got to stop there at some point, Lee, by the way. You would absolutely love Al's Corner.
I will.
Absolutely.
Not tonight, though.
The Mohawk Boosters, JMG Accounting, Pizzulo Insurance, the Mohawk Teachers Association, and anonymous donors and families of the Mohawk and Steel Valley communities. They're a big reason why we could get this game on, both with our broadcast here for the audio coverage, as well as our video crew was also, for NFHS, was a LC Sportsnet crew. So shout out there to Eric Thomas, Ty Polk on the broadcast, Rob Natel, and Darren Heberlin running the cameras, and Dom Summers producing in that one. Heather Walls are getting great photos for us here tonight as well. Before we wrap things up, just got to say real quick, because this is the end of the line for Lawrence County here in the football season. We were very much spoiled last year, making it to championship games in twice in the fall. What was it, 3 games in the winter season, and another 2 or 3 in the spring season as well, just in Wpial playoffs. But we'll have to wait to get team golds back to Lawrence County, but we do already have, from this Mohawk team, an individual state gold medal and a Wpial championship being brought home to Bessemer. So hats off to a historic, not just for the football team, but really for the entire program, Lee. What they've done here this fall.
Yeah, Mohawk's been a fun program to watch for sure, and just wait to the winter season because the boys team's going to be. They were ranked number 1 last year. They got a lot of. You're going to see a lot of these kids from the football team on that basketball team, including our running mullet, Mr. Jay Rona.
They lost 1 senior last year from that team. So
so they're going to be a force to reckon with for sure. So. We'll be seeing them, but a great season for Mohawk. They've been fun to watch and great to see the community just come around them too.
Again, big thanks to all of them for all they do, and again, special thanks to the entire crew at West Allegheny getting us set up. Beautiful stuff here, and also thanks again to the entire community for helping us, and for the Mohawk coaching staff. They've been really hospitable to us throughout the course of the year as well. One final time, your final score here, Steel Valley 34, Mohawk 21. Steel Valley versus Beaver Falls, Part 2, coming up next Friday, 2 o'clock at Acrashore. For Tim Continenza and Lee Moan, I'm James Dotson saying so long, and thanks for tuning in live or archived, listening to the Class 2A semifinals on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.